Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexis if you guys are new here. What? And this is my son Elijah. Say hi. Hi, you want up? Today is Tuesday. It's actually Halloween today. So happy Halloween. Usually on Tuesdays he has swimming, but I guess today they're closed for Halloween. I don't know why. I didn't know things closed down for Halloween. But whatever, he doesn't have swim today, so we are at home right now. I'm going to make him breakfast and stuff, and then later tonight we're gonna go trick-or-treating. His first time trick-or-treating, because last year he was like 6 months old, so he just sat in the driveway with me and we passed out candy. Last year he was an avocado. This year he is going to be a police officer because we got our costume last minute and they had no costumes. But honestly, the police officer is really cute. All of the other costumes were really hot, and since we live in South Florida, I was like, we need something light or he's just gonna be miserable, and then we're all gonna be miserable. So the police officer was perfect. Everything else was like big and fluffy and warm, so I didn't think that would work. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make dinner. I don't know, but I am going to make sangria, a red fall sangria. So I'll show you guys how I do that. I know in my last video I showed me making a white fall sangria. I definitely prefer the red sangria because I like red wine more. And I also add tequila in it just to spice it up a little. I'm just gonna make him breakfast and make him some celery juice. I finally am back on my celery juice. I just got some more yesterday. I feel like I'm always saying like I'm on my celery juice, I'm off my celery juice. I need to stay on it because every time I stop drinking it every day, my skin breaks out so bad. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see it's huge. But every time I stop drinking celery juice, I break out. So I need to make sure I drink it every single day, at least 8 ounces no matter what, because it makes such a big difference in my skin. I noticed like that's the one thing. I could even not wash my face, which I do, but as long as I'm drinking celery juice, my skin for the most part stays clear. Sometimes around my period it'll break out, but it really does help me so much. So if you struggle with acne, I recommend trying celery juice. I just need to make sure that I drink it every single day and not be lazy. I swear, it's like the small little habits that make such a big difference that we like neglect and don't do. So I need to start doing it. I know I talked about me starting the seed daily symbiotic in my last video. I just got my resupply, and honestly I really am liking this probiotic. It's a pro and a prebiotic. I'm really liking this probiotic because I just feel like it's helping my digestive system so much. Like, it's really helping my digestive system, and I feel like it's helping my gut, and I'm definitely noticing a difference with all of that. So if you have issues with your digestive system or going to the bathroom or anything, I recommend this as well, the seed. This isn't sponsored. I would love for it to be sponsored. I would love to work with them, but it's not. I just tried it out because I've seen it everywhere, and I noticed that I need a little help with my digestive system. So I'm glad I gave this a try because I feel like everything is going, you know what I'm saying? So I recommend this if you're looking for a probiotic. I love how it's like I'm not making dinner today, I'm not cooking, I'm just making the sangria, and 10 minutes later I made a list of what I want to make today. We're going to my boyfriend's family's house today, and I was like, oh, maybe I should make a few things to bring, or at least like just something that we can have for dinner tonight. And since it's Halloween and I love cooking, I was like, I have to make like some small bites or something that I can bring, or we could just eat here like I said, since it's Halloween and I love to cook. So I made a list of what I want to make today. I want to make pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. I feel like you need something pumpkin on Halloween, and we have so many cans of pumpkin that we got from Costco. So I'm going to do pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, chicken crack sliders with bacon. So I just put the chicken in the crock pot so I can shred it and make that a little bit. Meatball subs, which is really easy because, oh, I need to lay out the bread, but that's really easy because we have pre-made meatballs. So basically I just put them in some Rayo sauce and then mozzarella on the sub. And then I might do a chili cheese dip, maybe, I don't know. We'll see if I get to all of this because someone's in a mood, so we'll see. And then I want to do the blackberry syrup. It's like a simple syrup kind of, but it's just blackberry syrup for the sangria. And then I'm going to make the sangria. So we're going to try and do all of that today. I'm going to put the crock pot on so the chicken can start cooking, get the bread out for the meatball sub so it starts to thaw, And then I'm going to get started on the blackberry syrup and the sangria, so it has like a few hours to sit and have all the flavors come together. I should have made it yesterday so it could sit overnight, but I'm just gonna do it now. And then do the pumpkin muffins. So we'll see. I'm getting ready to make the blackberry syrup. All you need is blackberries, sugar, cinnamon, and then I like to use lemon, but I only have lime, so I'm gonna use a little bit of lime at the end. So I'm just gonna bring the sugar, the water, the blackberries, and the cinnamon to a boil, and then let it simmer for about 20 minutes until it starts to thicken up. And then that's when you know that it's ready to go. But all of these recipes, I mean, I'm doing them for Halloween, but they're basically just party foods. Like the blackberry syrup you can do this fall, this winter. The sangria is so good. Like the blackberry syrup and the sangria you can make for the rest of October, November, December. It's just like a cozy drink. I like it. You could drink sangria whenever. I just like to make it in the fall since I put like the cinnamon, the apples and stuff in it. But you could make this whenever. And then like the chicken sliders, the dip, the meatballs, it's all just party food. So it's also good if you're doing like a football party. I don't know, what do they call tailgates? I don't know. If you're doing like a football party or just like a Sunday party or something, these recipes are all good for that. And they're really easy, especially the meatball slider. I mean, usually I would like to make my meatballs myself, but since this is literally, I just decided to do this today, I'm just going to use the pre-made meatballs, but they would be a lot better if you used obviously homemade. But those you could do, those are perfect like a party food. The sliders are perfect party food, and of course everybody loves a dip. I'm gonna make this syrup. Like I said, it's really easy. Just put everything in a pot and then let it simmer. So 1 cup of blackberries, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of water. I'm gonna put it on high just to bring it to a boil. And I'm just going to do 1 cinnamon stick because I also add some to the sangria and I don't want it to be too cinnamony. But if you like a lot of cinnamon, then you can do 2. And I'm also going to do just a little bit of salt. And just mix it up and let it come to a boil. I'm going to get started on the pumpkin muffins before we go on a walk and go to the park, but I don't have pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice seasoning, so I'm going to use this recipe to make my own. I'm just gonna do half, like cut the recipe in half, and then I don't have allspice, so we'll see how it turns out. But I have everything else, the ginger, black pepper, clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So hopefully it turns out good without the allspice. I might add a little extra cinnamon since I don't have it. And then use this in the muffins because I don't have any pumpkin spice. I should have gotten it. I don't know why. Because there's been so many recipes that I've needed it for and I just never got it. So here are all of the ingredients for the pumpkin muffins. We have sea salt, ginger, vanilla, baking soda, the pumpkin pie spice, flour, sugar, vegetable oil, not my favorite, chocolate chips, and then dark brown sugar. Also, you need 2 eggs and a 1/4 cup of milk. First, we're gonna add in the flour. You need 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. 1 cup. Next, you need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 1/2 teaspoons of this pumpkin spice seasoning. Hopefully it's good. I think I'm just gonna do 1 teaspoon. I'll do a little bit of something. Next, you need a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. I'm just gonna do a little sprinkle. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just gonna mix this together. Now into a smaller bowl, I'm adding 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1.5 cups of pumpkin, which is basically just 1 can of pumpkin. And now I'm gonna add in 2 eggs. Oh shit. 1/4 cup of milk. I'm gonna do a splash of vanilla, just a little splash. I love vanilla. Oop. Now I'm going to mix this and then add it with the flour. Now I'm gonna add in some chocolate chips. I'm just gonna eye it. So I only have 1/6 muffin tin thing, I don't know what it's called. So I'm gonna do some mini ones and see how they turn out, and then 6 regular size. Hopefully they turn out good. And I'm gonna use some avocado spray just to spray the dishes so it doesn't stick. I like to use a lot. So I'm not trying to deal with that. Oops. I'm gonna put these in for 5 minutes at 425 and then reduce the heat to 375 and bake them for like 15 minutes or until they're cooked through. I use a toothpick just to poke it and see, and we'll see how these turn out. Also, I meant to say 350, not 375, but I'm gonna put the rest of the batter into the mini pan. I'm going to drain the blackberry syrup in here so it can cool down, and then I can just pour it into a container. Since it has this thing, it'll be easier. Oh, wait, I need a bigger one. This one got a little too thick, I think because I let it sit for so long. We'll see. I only need a little bit, so it's not that big of a deal, but damn. Okay, this came out really thick. I think because I let it sit for so long, but I'm still gonna use it. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just a little thick. I'm just gonna let it cool down before I make the sangria. You guys, I'm so mad I went this long without putting on my little fall apron. It's so perfect for this video. I guess it's kind of turned into a cooking video, like a party prep cooking apron that I got from Amazon. I'll have it linked down below, and it's just so perfect cooking, even though I wish I had it on when I was baking because I got flour all over me, but it's fine. Now I'm gonna get started on the sangria because I want it to sit for at least like 6 hours. So these are all of the ingredients for the sangria. I have apples, oranges, rosemary, cinnamon, the blackberry syrup, red wine, and then tequila. I'm using this Terramana Reposado and then a Cabernet. It's just focused. There you go. And then a Cabernet. I have some apple cider. I've never used these two. That's the pomegranate Cosmo mixer. I usually will use cranberry juice or pomegranate juice, but this is what I have right now, so I'm going to use this. And I'm so excited to try these just by themselves. I'm going to try a little bit before I add it. This is the spiced apple Waterloo. I love this brand for sparkling water, so I thought that this would be good in the sangria as well, and it will give it a little bit of a sparkling taste, texture, don't know. And the muffins just came out, so I'm going to put the mini ones in. I just have to raise the temperature back to 425. Oh, this is really good. This would be really good for apple margaritas too. This is really good. Oh yeah, that's gonna taste good in the sangria too. So usually I would use like a sangria pitcher and make it cute and nice, but since I'm taking it on the go, why does my camera never focus? Since I'm taking it on the go, I'm just gonna use this because it has a top and it won't spill. So I'm just gonna put everything in here. I'm gonna add the apples. The oranges. What else? What next? What next? This apple cider. I feel like I'm missing something. The blackberry syrup. Okay, this is really thick, actually. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have so many dishes, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh gosh, hopefully that did not ruin it. It's really thick and weird. Next, I'm gonna add in some wine. I need to open it first. I need to add the wine, whole bottle of wine. I wish I had a bigger pitcher. Oh gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna add the tequila. Nice hefty pour. Then, what is in this pomegranate juice? Water, pomegranate. All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna shake it. Add a little bit of that. And then also you could just top it off with this because I don't know if it's gonna fit in here, but I'm just gonna add a little bit. And then this would be good just to top off the drink with. I'm just gonna mix this. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in 2 cinnamon sticks. I'm gonna add in, actually, I think I'm just gonna do 1 cinnamon stick. And then some rosemary. And just mix it again. Okay, and now I'm just gonna put it in the fridge, and then around like 4 or 5, I'll taste it and see if I need to add anything. I wish I could get more of this in there, but it's fine. Is it good? Well, you only get 1, sorry. He just tried one of the mini pumpkin chocolate chip ones and he loves it. I tried it too and they're really good. So if you like pumpkin and chocolate chips, I recommend this recipe. It came out perfectly. These ones came out really nice and so did the mini ones. So if you like pumpkin and chocolate chips, you should try out this recipe. And it was really easy to make and it actually made a lot of these mini ones, which is perfect for, you know, a party or something. You could double the recipe or you could just do it like this, but it makes a perfect amount. You could just do mini ones if you wanted to do like a little platter of them out. I'm about to bake the bacon for the chicken sliders. I'm going to bake it at 425 for about 15 minutes and then get started on the sliders, but I'm gonna let the bacon cool down before I mix it with everything. This dip recipe is so easy to make and it's delicious. Everyone always loves this and it's honestly literally so easy. It would be better if you had homemade chili, but I'm gonna use this chili. I don't really consider it chili without beans, but whatever, I'm gonna use this. 8 ounces of this cream cheese. I got a third less fat, but you can use regular. And then some mild cheddar cheese. So you just put the cream cheese in a baking dish like this on the bottom, and then you layer the chili on top and then spread some cheese on top and then bake it at 350 for about 5 minutes or until the cheese is melted. I would top it with some green onions, but I'm using all of it for the cracked chicken. So this is a really easy dip recipe that you could also, if you have a lot of people, you could double this recipe, and it's just, honestly, it takes like 10 minutes to make. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this. These are the meatballs that I'm going to use for the subs. It's just these Italian style cooked meatballs from Costco. This is 6 pounds of meatballs, so it's a lot, especially if you're having a party or something. Honestly, these are really good. I obviously prefer homemade meatball, but these are really good. When I had them the first time, I thought that my mom made them because she's the one who showed these to me, but nope, they are frozen. They're just really good. But I'm going to, I don't know if I just put them in the oven and then put them in the pan with the sauce. So I'm gonna bake these at 375 for about 15 minutes and then mix them with some sauce in a large pot.